Thanks, Dan. This Saturday, the Black Hills Symphony Orchestra is taking center stage for their season opener. Joining us now is Knowles and Marshall Gilkes with the details. So I want to know about some of the pieces that will be played at the symphony this year.
Well, our centerpiece is Marshall's trombone concerto. So it's very, very unique to do a concerto with the composer playing it. So we're very, very excited.
Yeah, that's going to be incredible. And tell me a little bit about that concerto on the trombone. What is it going to sort of invoke?
Well, this is a piece that I wrote, I guess a little over a year ago, and I premiered it last year in Brazil. But as I was writing it, I was kind of trying to come up with a concept about it, and I kind of wrote it about my experience as a kid. When I grew up in a military family, but we ultimately ended up in Colorado Springs, and so it's kind of each movement. The first movement is kind of about my experience seeing the Front Range Mountains in Colorado for the very first time. Actually, my family, we were driving out, and I woke up in the back of the car and kind of saw the snow-capped mountains, and it was just like, I couldn't believe it. It was my first time ever seeing real mountains like that. But then it goes on to the second movement, which is called Garden of the Gods, which is also the name of the concert this weekend, which is about these beautiful rock formations in Colorado Springs. And kind of just the serenity of being there. And then it goes into the third movement, which is called Continental Divide, which is just kind of I'm just trying to invoke the feeling of standing on top of mountains in Colorado, and just that incredible kind of feeling of looking out into the abyss and unknown, when you're up above the tree line.
Yeah, I can definitely relate to that feeling of seeing the Rocky Mountains for the first time. I mean, they are beautiful, especially in Colorado Springs. And that kind of touches on my next question, which is, tell me a little bit about that theme, Garden of the Gods, what this show is called this weekend.
Well, it derives its name, of course, from the concerto as well. We're also doing Mahler's First Symphony, Gustav Mahler's First Symphony, a very, very famous piece. And in a lot of ways, it's a lot like Marshall's concerto, because Mahler drew a lot on the folk music he was used to hearing when he was growing up, and impressions of different things throughout his life. So very much that those feed into each other. And the Mahler First Symphony is a great piece of music to really show off the orchestra, because everybody gets a piece of the pie there, right? Everybody gets lots of exposure. The brass, the woodwinds, the strings, the percussion. Everybody gets their moment in there. So yeah, it's really good for the orchestra.
Those big pieces are always so fun to see how the orchestra all works together. How much work goes into preparing for a show like this? Well,
we start 4 to 5 weeks ahead of time with some weekly rehearsals, and then the week of concert, we do about 4 rehearsals. So.
Yeah, a lot of hard work that goes into this. And if people want to see it, where can they get tickets?
They can get tickets at our website, bhsymphony.org.
And what times are the shows this weekend, and where?
Okay, well, the concert's on Saturday at 7:30 at the Performing Arts Center in the Historic Theater.
All right, thank you guys so much for joining me bright and early here on Good Morning Code.